What's going on, guys? Hey, hope your weekend's going great. Saturday, have some fun. How about that? Got some good items for you. Gonna go through some comics. Got some other goodies. So let's get started. Nobody here but me, unless we've got some lurkers. Huh. Well, here's that Pez header I was telling you about from Germany, I guess, Austria, somewhere in there. Nice little die cut, double-sided. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Little Fred Flintstone there. Hey, did you watch Flintstones back in the day? I did. Hey, Tree Goblin. Evening, like you say. Yeah, it's starting to get dark out there and maybe rain today. Couple days warming up after all that stuff melted off. All that ice we got here. So anyway, all right, Shadowhawk, you're slipping in here too. Hey. Hope you're having a good weekend. I am. We got funded last night, so we're fully funded on the Ash Can. Couldn't be happier. Thanks for everybody who supported the book. And let's get started with some good stuff, huh? This was given to me by, sent with an order of something. And yeah, is that Joe Biden? Kind of looks like Joe Biden to me. 2020. He doesn't look that good anymore. But, that's a great snapshot. Somebody drew and sent with my order. Thought I might show that off. F. Brandon, by the way. I say that. Yes, I did. I was thinking about doing something like Marvel value stamps. And here's or at least half of my bog creature done up as a stamp. So we might do something like that on the campaign. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Possibility? Maybe. Anything's possible. I have found these Batmobiles. This one's like a metal flake dark blue, like a Prussian blue. New for 2018, the Batman. This is 3 of 5. This is the animated series card. Found these in a bag. Don't keep them in a bag. I just had them like in a bag in a box, and because the cards get bent. Although the ones I picked out here, I had some extras and stuff that were kind of curled. Not a good place for them. So I'll show them some love from now on. What's pretty cool that we got back? Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That's what we're shooting for, right? And can't wait till the main campaign. Of course, Pete Sametti the other day, this Batman Live, don't much care for this design. Batmobile. Looks like an arrow. I don't know. Weak design in the middle if you got hit, right? But yeah. Oh, I do like this though. With I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but it has like blue flames on the flame design and on the sides. The Adam West TV Batman series classic. I do a little bit. They keep reissuing these, but from they only started doing the Batmobiles a little bit ago, but especially classic Batmobile. But they do something. They change the wheel hubs, or like on this case, they add a blue flame design, and like there's some red highlighting on the back and the front there. They change it up a little bit. So I was glad to find these. I have a whole stand with the Batman header upstairs. Million different bat cars. A lot of them are doubles, triples, quadruples, whatever. That one's pretty neat. Armored up type with the fins. Like double fins there. They're hard to show unless they're loose. Found, yeah, Matchbox. I had this. This is pretty cool. Pretty hefty, too. Oh, one of my satellites popped out. Oh, well. What are you going to do? It's sealed up. But here's a good look at what of it on the back. It's like pop-up radar things or something. It says World Space Agency on the side. Matchbox. Let's see. This is from what year? Do we know? 2012. It's a heavy little thing, hefty little thing. What we got up here? Hello Kitty, crystal head. I think she's cute. And from the side, you can see the top of what a Pez thing looks like. I don't know about looking on the camera here, but I didn't know anything about Hello Kitty till I started collecting, the Hello Kitty Pez. This looks like an angry bird to me. That one right there. Cyber Frog right there? Makes you wonder. Doctor Strange, I know I bought this one on markdown. Carl Mordo or whatever from the movie. It does have two green with blue flaming skulls half, and it has a Darmarmu leg from the Doctor Strange movie. There's Darmarmu. Build a figure. I would have liked to have gotten an Enchantress now that I see she's in there. A couple different Doctor Stranges and that white astral form. They don't even have to tell me what that is. Would be pretty cool of Doctor Strange. We got a little Iron Fist in there too. Ooh. Yeah, I know I got him on markdown. A little bit. Walmart doesn't always mark it down too much. Hobgoblin. It's got the chest area. Other iteration of Spider-Woman in the sort of burgundy and white. And the Spider-Girl I showed you the other day. I don't know if I have an anti-venom. I don't think I got all these, but, I look for them if there's something I really want to build. This one's kind of bummed up, you see. Been hanging there a while. Nobody wanted to buy it. But I like different iterations of Spider-Woman, Spider-Girl. This is the Allfather, Odin. Has the head, the axe, some energy blast, head, and Odin's cape, snap-on cape, Maidens of Might. Boy, they really ruined this character for me. Not that I was excited about that much. I would much rather have a Scarlet Witch there. Yes. See Odin there with its trident. Do have the Machine Man. I've shown that. I don't know. What else? Guess that's about it. It would have been nice to get a Avenging Allies. And I can't think of his name. Who cares? Who really cares? I got this probably for a dime. Who knows? Glow-in-the-dark dinosaurs. They put these star stickers on there, and usually they're marked down 90%. It was missing one, but I bought it anyway. See, it's open right there. But, glow-in-the-dark dinosaurs. From Dollar General. $1. Are they going to go up to $1.25 like Dollar Tree? Or have they already? Here's from the Superman Batman. This Superman and Metropolis PD car. So you get a little Superman and a Metropolis PD car. Mighty Men. It says on the back here. I guess that's what the little figures are. I don't know where I picked it up for. $4.95. I mean, picked it up from Mighty Minis. I've got some minis back here to show you besides this. Oh yeah. And this came in the red too. I'm just showing you the blue here, but he's wacky wall crawler. It's dusty as heck, but yeah, and it shows the red here on the sticker. He came in blue and red. Wacky, or you throw Spider-Man up against the wall and he kind of crawls down as he sticks. Pretty neat. Must have a Green Goblin too, maybe. I don't know. It's got at least movie scenes. Stick to the wall Green Goblin, though, wouldn't make much sense, would it? Ultra Force. Adelon, Ultra Villains. This is number 4 from the hit TV and comic book. I guess they had an animated series. Nice George Perez art back here on the board. Of course, he did some work on Ultra Force and stuff. You have Prime, Topaz, Hardcase, Ghoul, and he has his own coffin. That's pretty cool. The Nightman, NME, Aliens, multi-armed alien, bipedal alien, and then this one here, and Prototype. Number 4 in the series. And of course, he's got his weapons and other things there that come with it, staff. And they had a couple vehicles here too. The Ultra Crasher Bike and Ultra Rage Rover. Okay. And this darked out barcode tells me I got it down on markdown. Like Ghoul there with his, be neat to have a Prime. Prime was pretty. The Superman, the Ultraverse. Of course, Marvel owns the Ultraverse now, but they're not doing anything with it. As far as I know, they do. Will we ever see Ultraverse again? When they conveniently need it. They did have some Marvel crossovers. I did buy this on markdown, $3. You know, you'd look through his stomach there or whatever. His head pops up too. Imaginex. I really like the Imaginex stuff. I just thought he was cool. Regularly $6. I got him for $3 reduced. Yeah. Show you a little bit more about the different vehicles and characters and things that they had in that. Is that a green iteration? This looks like a green iteration of the same character. May have came in red and green. All right, enough of that. Get some good stuff, right? Well, I still got some junk here. You want to see it? Ain't got much Power Ranger stuff, but here's a Power Ranger that's pretty cool with like a red battle suit Power Ranger. Battleized Ranger Echozoid. $3, Dollar General. It's worth that. To me. This reminds me of Shogun Warriors from the late 70s. I had some. I think I still have them. Don't think I lost them in my fire. The fire got pretty hot. I mean, there wasn't much left because most of my stuff was paper. I had rows and rows where I had the boxes stocked, the long boxes, and it was just like mound of ash, mound of ash, mound of ash. Say that 10 times without cursing. I like this Wild Arctic Polar mission, and for $1.99 at Big Lots, hey, survival mission play. I like parkas, and just the setting. It has snowshoes in here and a snow leopard, I guess you'd call it. It looks like a snow lynx though, with those ears. Backpack, canteen, pick, and a camera for the guy. It's got fish hanging off his belt, plus another canteen hanging on him. I don't know why they want to put two canteens there, but and great graphics up here with the woolly mammoth. Had a little tent and other things, maybe a helicopter. Blank back. So if you're going to get anything out of it, you have to look at this header. But woolly mammoth there, wild art for $1.99. Hey, hang that up on my wall. Hey, Dave. Sorry to hear about your car, buddy. Again, I should say. Sorry to hear about that. His car was broke into. And since we're talking about woolly mammoths, I'm not sure if I ever I finally found that right there. I was like, I was going to show it with that mammoth model. And I forgot to, I think. Might have showed it with it. But since we're showing that mammoth, here's one of those older French. Now, this spine's pretty rough on that, but great painting. The woolly mammoth. Little digest comic from France. Put Mr. Arctic back up here. That thing's heavy, that little World Space Agency thing. It's pretty heavy. Get your money's worth. I'd like to show these, but and fold those out. I'll never get them folded again. That's all I could do to unfold this thing here. Remember, I showed you the Terrible Five here with Captain Marvel. That's the great thing about photographing your comics. You can go to the file. I thought I'd pick out a box of comics and kind of go through and see what's in it. And I wanted to see if there was anything, worth showing you. And so we'll see another one of these, not this particular issue, but with this character here, the bat-like character, that was on this one, on the cover. Another one of these that was this 1967 issue I showed the other day. There's another one in that box and some other goodies. So we'll take a look at that. But before that, we want to see a handful of heroes, Marvel Universe. Did you get any of these? Little bitty handful of heroes. Shows you the different types. I guess like the boys there gaming with them. Or maybe this is your mat here that you use. I don't know. I just collect the darn things. And I put them in little baggies, like that's Doc Ock with all his tentacles. Punisher with his gun. Little bitty plastic things. And some of these things can become collectible because they get tore up and lost. And, some from the 60s can be worth hundreds of dollars, particular kind. That's Thor, of course, with his hammer, all green. They went with single green plastic. Here's a gray Thor. Reminds me of his first Journey into Mystery cover, kind of, sort of. Although he's whipping it around there. Here's a Silver Surfer, although he's, he just bend it back into shape. Little sleek Silver Surfer on his board in the gray. Hey, Lorenzo. We're looking at some, what are these called? Handful of Heroes, Marvel Universe. Yeah, it shows you the different kinds. I mean, they have like multiple Wolverines and stuff like this astonishing Wolverine. Like it's in clear baby blue plastic that you could see through it. I didn't get any of those as far as I know. I got like the, just the different colored ones. Hulk has all kinds of different ones, and Iron Man, Spider Man. Uh, they didn't show much love to the Punisher. Looks like only one of him and Silver Surfer. I was wondering who that was, Mandarin, and he kind of sparkles, Mandarin. With the rings, Iron Man's old foe. He kind of sparkles. He kind of got some sparkle in that plastic. I didn't know who this was. That's Zax, early Atlas Marvel energy creature. I don't know if that translates over into plastic too well. War Machine in the black. Got his machine guns up on his shoulders, and I know these are tiny. Now this is a pretty neat with the cape. That's T'Challa. That's Black Panther. I didn't take them out of the bags. Here's a Click that was in there. I guess you call them Click or whatever. That's Cobra. Playing piece. Here's Wolverine in the black with his claws out. And Wolverine in the blue in a little bit different stance, but not much in the blue. And you hold them up to the light, they kind of become translucent, especially those thin claws. This was pretty wild. His tail, I guess, is running down his leg and just popping up there. And he has a sword. That's sort of the swashbuckling Kurt Wagner, the Nightcrawler. And some of these I had to kind of look and see what they are. This is the Bile Beast. I got a couple of different ones of him. He was a Hulk villain with sort of a head on top of a head, two-fingered, two-toed creature. Bile Beast. You remember the Bile Beast? I think this is, it kind of looks like Blastar, but it might be. But it may be Maestro, too. The futuristic Hulk. Now, this one's neat. Now, we'll take this one out. This is pretty cool. Because Spidey is crouched on top of, like, I guess the Chrysler building or something like that with the eagle. It's like burgundy or brownish in color. Can you see that? Put a receipt there. Put it behind the white box in my hands or legs, my lap. Should be able to see it. It's pretty neat. Oh, guess better turn him around and crouch toward you. Guess I could put that on my finger, maybe. Oh, you can see through the receipt. That's wonderful. Small little things. Walmart receipt. We got production value on this show. Let me tell you. There's a wall crawling Spidey in the gold from behind. Spidey in the blue. He's got the webbing under his arms. I do like that. He's going flip, flip with his webs. Got a Green Goblin here with his pumpkin bomb in his hand, and he's on his little glider. That's pretty cool, in green. A little red. I guess this is Iron Man. Firing his repulsor ray. Little bitty things. We got, I guess, Hulk. He's all geared up with guns and stuff and a belt around him. One honking big gun, really. And he's bending some bar there or something in this one. Here's a black one where he's just in a great stance. I do like that they gave him the Kirby flat head. And then he's got his arms out, and I can imagine him going, roar, his fist out. That's a good one. They're so darn small, you can't hardly see them. Let's see who this is. Let's see. Good thing I got a chart and left it with them. I don't even see this one on here. Oh, it must be Iron Man. It's Iron Man. Okay. Well, it could be an Iceman. It could have been because he's doing something with his energy there. I guess he sits like that. Or Human Torch. Maybe a flame. But it's Iron Man. And who's the other guy that looks like Blastar? Blastar. Let's see. That's Zax. Let's see. We have Onslaught. I never can remember his name. All those Marvel Legends. It said Red Skull, but he was in the Onslaught armor. I never can remember Onslaught. Oh, that is Maestro, I guess. That's the blue, though. Really looks like, and I think they show you all the colors, so would that be correct? You do have a Venom. I do have a Venom here. I noticed. Yeah, that's Venom in the black. Sort of charging forward, or like dark gray, really, because you can kind of see through his arms and stuff. You hold it up to the light. Anyway, enough of that. And let's see, we'll put it back up here. Out of the way, Peck. Hey, I got one of my binders down. Yeah. 1985. This binder came out. Let's look at this work. It's a it's a cobbled, I would say Garcia Lopez on the Supergirl there. Maybe on the Wonder Woman. This is Jerry Ordway, though, on Shazam. Tom Grummett on Superboy. He was doing that at that time, but this is definitely and Tom Grummett on the Robin, and Garcia Lopez Superman. But yeah, 1985 binder. At the old DC logo that they finally replaced after years and years and years. Got Lobo on there and other characters. Big steel. Look at that hammer. More staff than hammer, isn't it? What do I have in here? Let me just tell you. I heated my coffee up in there and didn't even bring it in here. But I did get my soda, so I guess I had to reheat. We can slide these things out, give you a better look. Oh, yeah. I think I have these in order. I think this is the first one when they started the series. House of Mystery 156. New, the most original character in comic history, Dial H for Hero. Robbie Reed, the boy who can change into 1,000 superheroes. Like Cometeer, like Giant Boy. That's kind of a riff on Legion of Superheroes, isn't it? Like the Mole. Also, the Martian Manhunter is a backup story as he was in House of Mystery. All he has to do is Dial H for Hero. Kind of like Ben 10 before Ben 10. Hey, Greg. Just in time to see some of my House of Mysteries that featured Dial H for Hero in my 1985 DC binder. And we'll look at some other stuff. We're celebrating getting funded. Hey, We're not even 30 minutes in. How are we going to do this? Just take them all out and put them back later off screen? I guess so. Now this one's missing a corner, and I can always upgrade, right? And I'm not sure they're all here, really. And I think I have a complete run. And I'll take this out of the back, kind of wrinkled there. But anyway, here's 157. The next one, checker top cover this time. And again, I like what they did in Adventure Comics toward the end. In fact, the last full-size comic in Adventure Comics had a George Perez cover on it. It was Dial H for Heroes. And then it went to a digest form for about 2 years, and then they canceled it. FDC. If you can't make an anthology work, what can you do? Beginning of the end, I'm telling you. Yeah, this is pretty neat. You know, I have just like sliding things that I put these in. Thought I'd put just my Dial H for Heroes in here. Some of them. I don't know if I got all of them in here. We shall see. Checker top cover, 158. Dial V for Villain. Some Silver Age goodness here. About mid-60s, I guess. Well, I guess with checker top cover. For sure. And then we have 161. So I don't think I have all of them in here. I do have full run of them. I do need like that one. I might have another copy, or I might need to get a better copy that's got the corner on it. Yeah, mummy-like character here, like not vegetable, a plant-like gorilla. You gotta love that plant. Oh, and it's as Lord of the Gardens, I command a plant gorilla. Did I call it or what? To destroy you, Hornet Man. The mummy with 6 heads. Checker top cover. Those root feet of the gorilla. Hornet Man. Rats, Rex. Yes. Congrats. Yeah, fully funded on the ash can. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. We like that. And I don't know if I finished my story. Peter Cimetti said that I put place 7 ads in 5 books. And there was, I can't remember if he said printing delay or something. I don't know. I asked him when they were going to come out. He said April, maybe June. I'm like, what? Okay. Those Q codes are not going to be any good unless I leave it in demand in perpetuity for a while. Future Man here, the monster maker of Littleville. Most original comic character in comic history. Well, But now what I liked in comics is that, and I actually submitted back when they were asking for characters, I submitted a character to DC, and of course I didn't give them my best character at that time or anything. I created a character just for them. I thought he was pretty neat. It didn't make it into one of the adventure comics. Of course, that was kind of short-lived, about maybe a dozen or so issues. I'm not sure on that. I've been, when my collection burned up, I had to replace all those. I may still be trying to replace some issues. I think I might have a full run of that. Try and get all the Dial H for Hero stuff. And some of these are high grade. I mean, like this one. This one's high grade for the time. Very nice shape. I've tried to get the on these nice condition as I can. I mean, I'll show you a comic. We'll kind of take now some. I point out the defects, but not. I always forget to tell you about. Man, how good does that look? That's in high grade. Might be worth a little something, huh? Flip that thing. 2 copies. Yeah. Better take that one out just to And this one isn't in bad shape either, you know. It's got a subscription, a little bit. Copy. I'm forgetting to tell you the issue numbers. This was issue 163. Printing black against purple. Huh? Can't hardly see it. And another checker top cover. This got Joe written on it. How'd my brother write his name? My brother's name's Joe. It's kind of faded over time. Replace. But finding these in good, very nice conditions, kind of hard for any Silver Age, really. And it's got a little something drawn here, too, that's kind of faded. This is 164. Are we going backwards? I don't know. Dr. Cyclops. Yeah, dazzling new superheroes. The villain with the doomsday stare. Huh. Oh, yeah, and a little on his cheek there. A little faded. A little drawing. Joe had with this book. I'm glad to have a copy, though. Is this taking too long? This is House of Mystery 165. I would call this kind of gray tone in this background. Gray tone cover, which Jack Adler kind of came up with and used extensively in Sea Demons and a bunch of GI Combat covers. 2 copies. No wonder I can't fit them all in. I've got doubles of some of these. Of course, there's not big demand for these. These were kind of, look at those characters. But that makes it for a nice price pickup. This possibly, or maybe I'm thinking the Inside Story, and I can't think of the guy's name. He did Supergirl in Adventure Comics. I mentioned him the other day. Been in comics a lot longer than I had thought. I'd seen an old book and it's him as the artist. And I was like, wow, he's been in comics a while. This is the last one if you're getting bored by this. I think good to see you, Chucky Lee. I think I'm going to change my name to Chuck Lee. What do you guys think? You were talking about that on Vic's channel last night, weren't you? I think I had just left. I was still listening. I listened to the very end. Chuck. Chuck's good with me. Good, strong name. This is 166 checker top cover. The King of the Curses. Pretty nice shape. I'm not like Aaron Lopresti. I don't have to have everything near mint. And if you're wanting near mint and Silver Age, you're going to pay pretty good price. And they're few and far between. You might wait several years for one to pop up if it ever does. So that's what I keep in my 1985 DC binder. Now on to the box. I think we finally got to the box of comics. Some of these are going to be newer to begin with, but we'll get to some good stuff. That's a good thing about photographing your short boxes. You know what's in there without having to thumb through. And I think both names are so similar that it doesn't matter. Hey, do what makes you feel good, Chucky Lee or Chuck. Really nice. Yeah. Drop. Feel free to drop some links like Tree Goblin just did. Oh, you filmed that about 15 years ago. That's cool. Might have checked that out. I don't know if this is okay, it's not. I see the signature there. But anyway, Secret File Origins, Green Lantern, Sinestro Corps. This came out in 2008, February. Almost looks like an Ethan Van Scott, but it's not. And maybe I'm off on that. Really wasn't that familiar with Ethan's stuff. Although I had a bunch of it in my bunch, had a few in my collection of different things that he had done. This is kind of reminiscent of Walt Simonson artwork. I'm just saying, it's kind of stylized. Secret Warriors. What issue does it even say? Number 1. If you gotta look around, it's down here. You gotta look around though. I think there is something about placement. A kid, at least talking about kids on the stands, it's like I expect to see this, this, and this. I always like to see the issue number, the price, which is sometimes on the back of the book nowadays. A year would be nice. I collected some Superman. I think that I got this probably for $1. As a store. Well, now I got it for $2.23. So there, sue me. Still a good deal on a $3.99 book. Wanted to collect around and a little bit after Action Comics, whether it was good or not. Collect around and about Action Comics when it reached 1,000. This is 1,025. Superhero of the Year, Entertainment Weekly. This is a John Romita Jr. cover. He did a lot of work around this time, which is really not long ago. But again, I can't look on here and tell you a year, and the artists don't even date their work. That's a good indicator. I'll try and get through these names. Sea of Stars. This was interesting. Image Comics, number 7. Nice cover. 7 down there. Just to show you what a little mixture I have in my box. I started, and this one's went up. This is a second printing here with Gunsling Spawn. And I really should pull these out of the box and put them with my other spawns. And I don't know, I've even stopped collecting it. And the reason I started collecting around, I think with issue 301, and then I went back and got some of the issues leading up to 301 and 300. Here's 310, world record breaking comic. Says up there in the banner, very Marvel-esque. Was the price $2.99? It is one of the better values out there. I mean, as far as collectability and price. But when you're putting out your own book, you got to pay colorist and all kinds of stuff. So that's kind of went by the wayside. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, cover B, 108. They could do a tagline like "Holding the Line" at $3.99. Huh. You might like my last live stream. Rex was on. Yeah, had a lot of fun on that stream. Lorenzo really did. Hope to come back sometime. Grimm Fairy Tales, number 32, by Zenoscope, Return to Neverland. Nice cover. I hope your weekend's going good. Joker's Daughter, number 1, $4.99 price. I paid $2.23, probably on eBay. in a lot of stuff. I mean, if you're doing individual issues, yeah, it's not worth it because of the shipping you have to put on there. Oh, this is 5 of 5. This is from Upshot. Very nice cover with the floating bodies and stuff in the water. These are some newer ones, but we'll get to some older ones, I promise you, coming down here. I have a mixture in all my boxes usually. And with 30,000, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Best of Raphael, 509 from IDW. It's a very simple cover. I said 509. What the hell? 599. How's that? It's hefty, man. It is a big, thick comic. That's a hefty book. Grayson, #1. James Bond. Gay James Bond. I don't know. I like magenta, but come on. They did a lot of magenta in covers. Have you ever noticed? Batman #40. Now, I like this. This is a Capullo cover. Sort of Michael defeating the dragon, the devil, the archangel, and the devil, but the dragon being Joker and Batman. Do you have that one in your collection? Batman 40? Nice Capullo cover, stylized. Yeah, it was a fun stream, Lorenzo. It really was. Talked about a plethora of things, didn't we? That's what I like. Mix it up. Batman and Robin #1. I'm Batman. You have plans on seeing the Batman movie that's out now? I've heard a couple of good reviews on it. Arkham Manor #1. Do you have any of these in your collection? I'm not particularly a big Batman collector, but I buy lots and stuff. $2.23 for a $2.99 book. Got a little break. Gotta have something to read in your retirement. I would guess I better get started now. With 30,000. Of course, some of them I've read, but now this is a wonderful Killer Croc cover. Detective Comics number 1026. Joker War Collateral Damage. Like this wrapped up Killer Croc. That's a nice cover. The sleeve stack ends are on. The sleeve stack ends is my take on the old variety show format. Batman Comics number 128, From Beyond the Grave, A Horseman Rides. $2.23. $3.99 cover price. Maybe I got a deal. This is the book I got Stan Lee to sign, although an original. It burned up my fire. Anyway, True Believers #1. This is facsimile. And I do have two of these, and one of them came from the Roger Stern collection. I've yet to show you my Roger Stern books. John Buscema artwork, a take on Incredible Hulk #1. I like this version of She-Hulk. She looked, and especially the way John Buscema, I wish he had done more of her. He did the first 2 issues. And then Mike Vosberg did the rest of the run till issue 25. Hey, Manticore. Sup, brother. Sup. Suck. Suck. Sup. Yeah, even in the Ditko box, they're savage. That's the way she should look. And now they just make her a joke and make her a hero. I like that. Just the ripped up dress. And, she had troubles in that series. But I liked it. Savage, the Savage She-Hulk. Of course, this book's going up in value, her first appearance. I had some production art to this, and I still have some up for sale on my eBay site. I told you we get some good stuff. Monsters on the Prowl, number 17. Not that bad of shape. 20 center. With Colossus on the cover. Kind of destroying the town. Might be Herb Trimpe. Trimpe. Herb Trimpe. Herb Trimpe. It drew so many classic, Incredible Hulk issues. Do I know my artist or what? Our show sucked too. What? I mean, what? I watched some of the late night talk show hosts try to host their shows online during social distancing. And I honestly think a lot of you YouTubers are putting on better shows. I mean, during the lockdowns, our show sucked too. Just not soy powered. Yeah. Hey, Gap, Stargate. Stop reading comments backwards, Rex. Okay. That drives Greg just. But, yeah, man. Colossus, Monsters on the Prowl, number 17. Run from me now, humans. I'll crush you. I'll crush you all. Yeah, he grabbed that jet in his hand. Looks like he's attacking Russia. That'd be okay. Saying. Innocent people. Yeah. Oh, hypodermic. What do they call it? This was in EC Comics. Eye mutilation cover. Although we're not quite yet there, but we're not far from it. Maxwell Lord returns. Remember, Wonder Woman snapped his neck and killed him. So how he's back, I don't know. Sort of a reanimator cover. You're going to get it, baby. I'm going to give you the COVID jab. Right in the eye. You're tough. You can take it. Y'all check out the cool 12-inch Stormtrooper. I could make some rude comment about 12 inches, but I won't. The mind goes places it probably shouldn't. So anyway, this is the Legend of the Swamp Thing, Halloween Spectacular. 48-page giant. I think I got this at Walmart. So I don't know if it was one of the regional type thing. Maybe not. Six Tales Rooted in Terror. It's not 100 pages. It's 48. Maybe I got it at my local comic book shop. Yeah, okay, cover. Doesn't knock it out of the park for me. I do like the logo, though. It's pretty cool. And you can forgive it. I mean, it's a one-shot. Of course, it seems like every Halloween they come out with and they did come out with some 100 pagers or whatever specials at Halloween. Wow, the chat's really jumping, too. Two. Okay, I'm going to read these in order. Devil, do you have any Star Wars collection of any kind? Do you have any Star Wars pets? Yes, I've shown them. And I do have other plethora of different Star Wars. And back there in the middle, next to that figure is a fighter that I featured on here, and I just put it back there. Yeah, I got a whole set of like Star Wars pets. Greg, it's a 6-minute documentary about Cuban youth culture. Tree Goblin says couldn't use the best interviews. The government got them for treason. Okay, so Sleestack says crushing humans would solve the human problem, but I have to disavow. Yeah, I'm glad your mind avoided the inevitable on the Stormtrooper. Is there anywhere online where I can get a big lot of 25-cent comic book boxes full of bag grade readable comics? Sent comics. Is there anywhere online? I'd say check eBay. A full box, and check Facebook too, Chucky Lee. They have auctions on there, auction clubs and things or auction clubs, comic clubs and stuff. I've bought some stuff off there. I bought one that I showed on here that was, most people might not be interested in, but it was a 1952 book that was worth a lot more than I paid for it. So sometimes you can pick up some deals on Facebook auctions. If you need a reference, I can give you a link somehow uh, to the next auction. He has some pretty good stuff he puts on there. Some newer, older, but like I said, I got my money's worth. And I just did that over the phone with my friend. I couldn't see what I was really buying, but I got a deal. Greg says, I'm fascinated by cultures from around the world and learning how people live in different places. Shadowhawk hit me on Instagram, Chucky Lee. I can hook you up. Well, there you go. Lorenzo says, I'm not racist. Some of my best friends are human. Does that include me? Just asking. What's your Instagram, Shadow? He asked. Archangel 8 is the title, issue 5 of 5. Shouldn't you at least went? And this almost looks like, to me, I don't know why it came to mind, but Freddie Mercury maybe singing a song, but he's raw. Kind of looks like Freddie Mercury to me without the mustache from Upshot. That is an upshot or an uppercut. We are the champions. I heard that today. Of the world. Howdy, cowpoke. Hey, what's going on, Smoking Wraith? Hey, we got fully funded last night. Cha-ching. Now, this guy can't write worth, in my opinion, comics. Now, disavow. The Man Thing had wonderful art in it. I got the first couple issues and maybe even some variants and maybe even more than that. I can't remember. Wonderful art. But the Read, that was a poorly written series by the author of Goosebumps. So if he wrote this too, which I don't think he did, Goosebumps, Secret of the Swamp. Nice cover, though. #1 by IDW. I paid $2.23. I'm not going to pay full price. Look how those bags get wrinkled after a while. Is that a brain thing? A brain pattern? I'm more fascinated by the bag than I am the book. What's up with that? Justice League Batman America. I swear I don't do this on purpose. Justice League Batman America. Boy, hold the tongue. Justice League of America Rebirth with Batman. I got a little Lobo there and some other characters. The Ray that they turned gay. That was a very disappointing thing. Lobo. Vixen, I guess. Yeah, that's Vixen. Pretty burnout on humans, eh? Sorry to hear that, Greg. Okay. Oh, lenticular cover. I wasn't sure if this was lenticular or the flat version. Do a flat version? Dark Side #1, 23.1. It's really Justice League, but and the Omega beams are going everywhere. Don't know if you can. Yeah, you can see a little movement in that. Lenticular. It does add dimension to it, doesn't it? Lenticular covers. Magic Motion Ring. Shrug. It's life on planet Earth. I want to G.I. Joe comics from the 80s. Oh, yeah, I've got a few of those. Dang it. Just got a notification. You did, Eric, and welcome to the show. Just got a notification now. Damn. Near an hour after you started streaming. Thanks, you boob. Me, boob? You, boob? Betty, boob? Can you show Yabba Dabba Doo again? I missed it. Sure. This is after I removed the Batman cards off of it. Life at home. Just saying. Hot Wheels. This is from Germany or Austria. I'm not sure which, but it's a die cut Pez header. And I got that off eBay years ago. Doesn't have a year, but double sided. Yabba dabba doo. Thumbs up. We're fully funded. Yeah, we take requests as long as they're not from Eric. Sorry, Rex, trying to make a bad joke. Should I wrench you? You're not wrenched, and nobody told me that. Huh. There you go, Eric. My gift to you for your whipping sarcasm. Oh, not me. Cool. Justice League. And I meant to get the backing board. They did some advertising backing boards of this, and I've actually sold some of them. Number one, Jim Lee, Justice League. Think we'll be talking about that book in 30 years? Just wonder. Okay, let's get to some old stuff. We're getting down to it, I think. DC Universe Rebirth. Of course, I can't take them out of order because I've got them photographed. Trinity. Yeah. Kind of reminiscent of a little bit, not much, of Michael Turner, but Michael Turner would have done much better, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. Captain America. And if you do see something you want to show, I'll like Star Wars, like you mentioned that. I'll try and show some more Star Wars stuff. Make a comment down there, and while I'm saying that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You'll get some good content. Captain America 2, Hell Hydra, the secret history of Steve Rogers revealed. Yeah, retconned him into a Nazi. Psh, not even that triangle field can save this book. I don't know. If you don't mind me asking, what did you do for work? What do you do? You got a lot of great stuff. I just spray for mosquitoes right now at Vector. We had like the city contract. We do Jonesboro, which I live here, Paragould, Holland Oates. Oates' parents used to live there from Holland Oates. I don't know if they passed away or not. I know the other lead singer did from there. And we do Brooklyn. No, not Brooklyn, New York. We do our contracts change, but not much. We're doing Truman this year. I forgot about that. I usually go to a place called Wynn, and they had the best barbecue. Oh, sort of a mustard slaw with it, hickory smoked. They have people drive from Memphis, and maybe 45 minutes to an hour drive. They have people drive out of Memphis to Wynn to get that. He smokes 16 butts a day and 20 on Saturday. So he smokes 20 today. Burn that book. What book? Oh, yeah. The Hydra book. And then Lorenzo says, Hell Hydra. Gap says, yeah, you'll hit the like button. There's 11 people in the chat. Cool. That's more than we had watch yesterday's show. And we've been hitting about 20 something, 30 a day. Yesterday sucked. I don't know why. I only streamed for about an hour, though. Had to go mail. Yeah, let's see. Dude, thanks for the shout out link. I smoked some butts back in the day. Haha. Yeah. Eric had got him some a women companion the other day. Was that you? I think it was. That's why I missed the show. That's forgivable, I guess. Had to think on that. That's more people than I can keep on a show. Oh, you think so? Yeah. Chucky Lee, it's Shadowhawkback says, same as my chat name. I'll have to see what I've got, G.I. Joe, but most of these aren't 25 centers. That's when I started collecting. Chucky Lee, is that when you started collecting when they were 25 cents? Oh, it wasn't you? Sorry, Eric. Somebody missed the show because they were getting some poontang. They told me. I forget. I thought, you know. You might know because he said that on Vic's show, I think. That was Intense Webs. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Not really. Who would get with Intense Webs? Just saying. Um, you seem to run off people. Yeah, I mean, you're like Muhammad Ali, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You just zing zing. And my mind has to think on some things after a while. And a lot of people just can't keep up with that, Greg, I guess. Webs are and there's no accounting for taste, as they say. High tea finger. Webs are letting everyone know over and over and over. I bet he is. I scored. And I missed Rex's show in the process. Which is more important? John Byrne cover, Peter Parker's Spider-Man #5. One of these women wants Spotty dead. Find out inside? Question mark. John Byrne. Sleekstack says maybe the ladies are fond of Intense Rebs chiding. Yeah, on the back of his bike. Maybe they are. He's being drawn into a comic by Vic, I might add. Vic King. Go check his stuff out. He's drawing some of my characters. He didn't last night, but I think he will tonight, hopefully. Vic said he might show up. We'll see. He's a busy man. Justice League Dark. I try and get these. Now, I have all of them up into like issue 30 something in trade back form. But part 3 of 4 of the Trinity War. Little dead man action there. Constantine in the foreground. And I imagine that this is, that looks like probably the lasso. This is probably a wraparound cover. I think it is. But I'm not going to take it out to show you. Let's get on to some good stuff. Another Justice League Dark, number 23. This is 5 of 6 in the Trinity War. Yeah. Maybe that's why I got a great. I did like the Justice League animated thing. Good afternoon, Mr. Rex, Dillard says. Dillard, you're the best. Good to have you in here. Shadowhawk Backs, I just followed you on Instagram. Chucky Lee says. That's great news. Webbs is a fucking bullshitter. Greg says. And yes, I'm reading them out of order. If he even got laid, it was a crack whore, no doubt. Rough stuff, man. And you wonder why you can't get 10 people in. Maybe the ladies are fond of Intense Webs. Yeah, you like to stir it up, don't you, Lorenzo? Tried it, yeah. Webbs was letting everyone know over and over and over, yes. Sometimes you're happy about certain things afterwards. Justice League number 39. I think this is a variant Harley Quinn variant cover. Yeah, Scooby-Doo takeoff here. She's saying Jinkies backwards here. And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. Wasn't that the line on Scooby-Doo? She's saying Jinkies backwards. Swamp Thing cover, kind of, sort of. That'd be a great character to cosplay. I don't know why. Maybe a full bodysuit. You know why more cosplayers don't do Swamp Thing. Constantine would be easy. Just get you a nice jacket and a cigarette and comb your hair, and you got it. Part of the DC Rebirth, Justice League #2, Suicide Squad in theaters. It was back in 2016. This is a Tony Daniels cover, as if we cared. Flash is going everywhere, though. Huh. Mm-hmm. Justice League #3, Tony Daniels cover. Here's an old one. Justice. Gotham Knights, #4, from 1992, June. Looking down the barrel. Let's see. I better start up here. I'll trigger Greg on reading, but you're not saying much. I triggered Rozzy, Greg says, so he booted me out of his backstage. Really? Wow. You triggered him, huh? Gotta go. Well, thanks for dropping in, Eric. Glad you got funded, Rex. Thanks for dropping in, Eric. I appreciate it. Gotham Knights #3. I know I've got books. I've just got to make it down to it. Batman King of Fears. This was kind of interesting run. Kelly Jones cover and artwork inside. Did you get that short run? Do you like Kelly Jones? It's got Killer Croc, a lizard on there. Killer Croc would be a lizard man, right? Right, Lorenzo? Is he one of your favorite characters? Dark Knight's metal. That logo really does stand out like it's 3D. Now, if I had to get one, it's got Greg Capullo. Um, I don't know if Capullo, yeah, he did this cover. Nice cover. One of the more compelling covers. I only gave $2.23 for it, and it retailed for $3.99. So I guess I got a deal. That's actually pretty nice. Although, holding up the card, those teeth glare. Yeah. I heard this run kind of sucked, though. Crazily, huh? Oh, yeah, I don't think he'll stay mad at you. Doomsday Clock. Took 2 years? Took 2 years to complete 12 issues. That's what I heard. So I don't want to hear about some of these CG projects that might be a little bit late. And I'm saying a little bit. Kelly Jones is from around Sacramento, California. You saw him many times at Comic Cons back in the day. That's cool. I've never met him. Lorenzo says, are crocodiles lizards? I know they're reptiles, and that's reptile representation. Well, I probably did say lizard, but yeah, you're right. Reptile. Doomsday Clock, this from 2018, I think, right? March 2018. This is #3 of 12. And I have the full paper on that, and I intend to read it. Intend to. $2.23 on that bad boy. Preacher #57. This is from January of 2000. Little Garth Ennis writing there, huh? Are those Wolverine claws? No, he's just streaking the blood or whatever across the logo. Kind of looks like two extended fingers, doesn't it? Naked cover. That's Glenn Fabry. I like Glenn's work to an extent. I'm not hot for it or anything. Let's see. Greg says, Creek, so I should call him that. Noted. Yeah, Greg, I never said that. Chucky Lee says, same Keith and Kelly Jones, our childhood friends from Sacramento. Keith Jones. Kitty Pryde, this was number 6, the last in the series. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. Al Milgrom cover. I think Greg likes I think you like this costume for Wolverine, Brown. Didn't you say that once, that you prefer that costume out of the Wolverine costumes? Lorenzo says, some people call me anti-CG because I certain prominent creators who have really, really late projects without giving Indiegogo updates. Is it that simple, Lorenzo? Is it that simple? Yeah, well, we don't hate on you here, brother. You love the brown? I thought you did. Yeah. This one here, right? Oh, yeah. Some claw action going on. Fighting over a woman. Happen every time. Nice comic. I like that time in comics. Yeah, I do too. I really do, because that was like, I graduated high school in 84. So I wasn't even out of school till then. And then after that, college years, but I still read in college. I did 2 years of missionary work working at a homeless shelter. Well, more than that. And those were the only 2 years I didn't collect comics. And that was 1999. And there was some good stuff come out then in 2000. But I was kind of disillusioned with a lot of the stuff that was coming out. It seemed very satanic at the time, uh, with some of the titles and some of the themes. Kind of disillusioned with it at that time. Seems like you've dropped off the face of the earth. Yeah, maybe he has. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine number 5. Told you we'd get to some good stuff. Da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na. Black Spotty. Da-na-na. Some of you will get it. Some of you won't. I'm not going to explain it to you. Marvel Knights Spider-Man number 19. The Other, Evolve or Die. This is number 2 of 12 in that series. Double numbering, though. Just makes it confusing. But part of the Marvel Knights. Sort of monotone color. Monotone cover. If I go to say color, I say cover. If I go to say cover, I say color. What's up? Could be. I don't know. You tell me. Lack of oxygen? Just kidding, guys. Yeah, I'm more, let me put my face really up here. Yeah, I'm more than sure he's not drawing anything right now. That's a shame. That's really a shame for any artist to say that. Greg, if you do, make sure it's on his show, not yours. Yeah, Tree Goblin says, good advice. Gap Stargate says, hey, Tree Goblin. Okay, Micronauts, the New Voyages. This was their second series. Number 5, Behold the Spiral Pathway. This is a Keith Pollard cover. I like the Micronauts. It took me a while to warm up to them because they were toys. And I didn't really think that they should be in the Marvel universe. But I warmed up to them. And they did have some great Michael Golden covers and other things in there. And I've went back and tried to collect some of those because I do think the price will start heating up on those fairly soon. Who would go see a Micronauts even animated movie? I would if they spoke with it. Lorenzo says, I think caring about and supporting the community is more important than labels. I do too. Greg says, Tree Goblin, and he's not allowed on our show anymore. We don't need any more suspensions. Yeah, I can understand that, especially if you've encountered some suspensions and been off and you don't want to take the chance. I don't blame you. Sword Master, Shang-Chi, nobody's worth that. Master of Kung Fu is also featured in this. Little manga-looking cover. Manga. Spit on you. No, I've got nothing against manga. I don't really have a lot of it, but a little bit of it. Yeah, I love some of those Michael Golden covers. You bet. Yeah, and he's CG to an extent, I guess. I think labels are the most important thing in the world. Well, there you go. Dillard disagrees. Food fight. Yeah, Impossible Man. In this corner, Impossible Man. Acts of Idiocy. Silver Surfer number 33. Of course, this is Ron Lim, but Marshall Rogers started out drawing that. He was a great Batman artist, Marshall Rogers. What was the cover price? $1. Who needs to hit the dollar bin? Just pick it up for $1. Okay. Tree Goblin says, Hail Susan, our bearded overlord. You meant our bearded overlord? I have yet to find out who Susan is. Sparrow Hawk, 1 of 5. Weird cover. I mean, it's like this must be a headpiece, but just looks like somebody went ringy on her head to me. I just don't. $2.23 though. I'll take a chance. Take a chance on me. Oh, present from Walmart. Hey, Intense Webs, what's going on, dude? New Gods, number 27, a latter issue. And some of these latter issues are lower print run. Mark Evner wrote it, and Rick Hoberg drew it. So there you go. Light ray races to save a life, but enters into the valley of death. I don't know. This part here reminds me of like Walt Simonson. Maybe I'm just reading too much Walt Simonson into stuff. You should see Vic King's if you haven't, Devil Flyer. Hopefully I'll get that artwork after he gets everything I've commissioned him done, scanned to me and I'll show it here on the show. But he's influenced by Walt Simonson and a lot of the power lines and stuff. I told him, and he said, absolutely. Rex, you fucking got ABBA stuck in my head. You some bitch. Yeah. Now, how did you do the little scribble there, Dillard? I'd like to know. How'd you put that symbol up there and not just wording? I've seen that before, and I've wondered, how do you do that? Or is it a trade secret? Ron Lim, Silver Surfer, I want some of those comics. Yeah, Ron Lim. He started out independent. I showed an early independent comics of his on here. Forget the title. Kind of. It might have been a Silver Wolf comic, I think. New Gods, number 5. Let's see who did this. Maybe Paris. I'm not sure who did this cover. Collins. Is that the last thing you see when the explosion goes on? Hope not. Take a chance on me. New Gods number 3, Wrath of the Gods, by Luke Ross. 1985, I guess. 95. Sorry about that. December 95 issue. Like the colors. He has this runaway Action Comics number 1 look. Runaway. New Gods number 2 coming up. Then we move on to something else. Luke Ross cover. Black and white. Saved on the color bill that time. Negative space. The neutral zone. No, not the neutral zone. How about the negative zone? A bunch of Romulans show up. Lorenzo said Dillard's probably sending out a message of agents to agents because I hated Hydra earlier. You held, not hated. That's right. Shadowhawk back says Silver Surfer. Now we're talking Chucky. Huh. Hey, Intense Webs. Japanese emojis. Oh, okay. That's cool. And he didn't answer me. Dillard didn't answer me, but it took Lorenzo to clear that little thing up. Okay. That's when you know the world's coming to an end. Batman and the Outsiders, number 4, Slice of Death. So I guess this is Ra's al Ghul on the cover. This is part of the Year of the Villains. Ra's al Ghul. Little black lightning going on there. I bought the first season of Black Lightning. It underwhelmed me. It was okay. I mean, not, okay. You have one chance to introduce to the world your character. You come out with, Pawn of the Demon, number 5. Batman and the Outsiders, number 5. Crush the Signal's larynx. The Signal had been out years before I even knew he was out. What's that say? Dillard says, I did answer. I left a link. Oh, I did see the link. Sorry about that. Cool. I'm sorry if I falsely accused you. Batman and the Outsiders. I like how they kind of scrubbed the logo out here. From Ashes of Defeat. This is number 6. We're going to get to some old comics. But now some of these are, I got in the dollar bin. Maybe that's why they went out of business. New books. I can't even say that and don't even care. Cool cover, though. Number 2. Batman Universe. $4.99 book. Psst. Dinosaurs. What type of book? What type of bird is that? Epiopus? Whatever. Found in the fossil record. Gap says, Gap Stargate, not to offend. Everybody have a great evening. Got to get going. Okay. See you later, Gap. See you later, brother. You falsely accused me guilty until proven innocent. This channel is basically communist China. Wow, man. He knows the pressure points. That's all I'll say. Batman Universe, number 2. $4.99. I got 23 for these. Just to fill in some gaps, I guess. I don't know. 3 all-new stories for only 25 cents. Now we're talking DC Nation number 0. The Summer of Art Now. Undiscovered World, Unsuspected Guest, Unknown Origins. 25 cents. Did you get that? Lorenzo says there's one dinosaur in particular who defends Our Lady's eggs. Batman, King of Fears. This is number 2. Another Kelly Jones cover. Scarecrow, I guess. Six-issue miniseries. Batman's really the only thing selling over at DC right now. The 5 titles. Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now we're talking adventures. IDW, number 5. Basically, if you draw the ninjas like that, just about anybody can draw them. Just saying. Eggs are for the gays, Greg says. Another facsimile cover issue of a key Neil Adams cover and everything with Ra's al Ghul. When I decide Robin must die, he dies. Yeah. Some of them become hot and collectible. Nice use of texture here for Ra's al Ghul. I guess that may be a separate layer or something. I'm not sure how he did that. Maybe grease stick. Or something akin to that. Lorenzo says lizard ladies don't sit on eggs like birds. Turns out TGE lizard ladies and I dated were just sitting around because they were lazy, not laying on their eggs. Chucky Lee says 25 coins and dollar bin comics are my favorites. That's what I'm trying to say. I want a long box, 25 coins and dollar bin comics. 25 coins and dollar bin. You want the 25 centers, right? Or am I misinterpreting? I'm not really taking time to think of it right now. Okay, Shadowhawk Back says, okay, that's what I thought, and then Rex confused me. Oh, okay. Y'all have a conversation going on. I had to go back and watch this one myself, just figure out what's going on. Quake number 1, variant edition. $2.23. Venom, number 25. 3rd printing. Sideways cover. Little carnage action going there, huh? Not 25-cent price cover, just 25-cent books. Okay, you want to pay 25-cent books. For like what? Long boxes or short boxes? I was trying to think what you had said, Chucky. Planetary number 2. Yeah, Star Comics, which was Marvel. This is 1985. Well, let me look at the May. Yeah, 1985. That can be deceiving. We've covered that on this channel before. Planetary. Nice shape, too. Second appearance. Second appearance of Planetary. Amazing Spider-Man. This is a cover. Oh, yeah. These boots were made for walking. Walk right over you. Here we go, finally. Jeez, man. Captain Marvel, November 1966, giant action issue. Splitting won't help either of you. This fight is to the finish. Okay, hold it, Captain Marvel. I'm the district attorney. And it's my job to bring the ray of justice. It is my job to bring the ray to justice. Okay, this is the ray then. He looks like a freaking bat with an electron, not an electron, but a lightning bolt on his chest. Giant action issue. Oh, yeah. Captain Marvel. Shazam! No. Split. Just 25-cent books. Cheap reading, 25-cent book comic. Would you buy a coverless for 25 cents? I would if they were really good stuff. Chucky Lee, the only problem is shipping a long box full of, they do get heavy. It's going to be outrageous. Yeah. Yep. I agree there. You're better to go to a store that has a good selection and say, hey, how about so many of these in bulk to me for 25 cents a piece? Oh, 2 copies. Ha! 2 copies from 1966. Oh, Strange Tales 148. Enter Kalu. Is that like a drink? Kahlua? Nice coloring. Need to put it in a new bag. Still got the, tried to take it off, but it wouldn't, Doctor Strange. This is a thick book. I can feel it in my hand. Unearthly Spectaculars, and that was the title, if you look it up. Starring Jack Quick Frost, the coolest hero in comics. This is not surprise preview showing of top new superheroes by Comic Doom's greatest, soon to be seen in magazines of their own, a collector's issue, and the new in group, Miracles Incorporated. Lord Lazzy, world's laziest villain. Your reign of evil is over, Lord Lazzy. Freeze. Instead of flame on, he'd say freeze. Too late, Frost. My little devils will thaw you out. And this was done by Harvey, a giant Harvey thriller. Incorporated, some interesting looking characters. Nice up here. Look at the hero. And around this time, Jim Steranko was getting his start. And that was, what was it, Spy Master or something? I don't know. It was one of these. Wasn't this particular, but it was a Harvey. I guess he got his start at Harvey. How many people can make that claim? Jim Steranko, great artist in comics, still going strong. Gray didn't want you to, let's see, Chucky Lee, I don't collect comics for the value. I collect comics for the artist and stories. Yeah, sometimes you have to do that just to get a copy of it. This is number 18, Luke Cage, Power Man. Great Gil Kane cover. Great Bronze Age. Probably the best, in my opinion. Not if I can help it, and maybe I can. Havoc on the High Iron. Luke Cage, Power Man. I think I've had some production art to that or test covers or something. I don't collect. Oh, I already read that. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Adventure Comics, checker top cover, number 356, 12 center. Yeah, the 5 Legion Orphans. Nice. I want to misspeak. Spoke. I'd say Kurt Swan cover. Probably has early Jim Shooter story in here. Probably. This era of Legion was great. It really hooked me. Please adopt me. Brainiac is spelling out the blocks. Element Lad there, and was it Dream Girl? Treasure Chest. Now, Christian comics here. And the reason I got this, The Wonderful Staircase of Santa Fe. A woman I used to work for went and saw this. So I bought it and I showed her this, that they actually had a comic made in March 10th, 1960. This is volume 15, number 14, 10 cent cover. Look how big the authority code was on that. There's a great story behind that staircase, and I don't know if it's recounted in this, but she told me this story. A guy came out of nowhere, carpenter, and built that for them, and then disappeared. And it's like, was that Christ? I don't know. It's it's a marvel how that's made. And the guy's never been heard from again. I don't know the full story on that. I can't remember it all, but. Let's see. Leland is irrelevant. That's the way I see it, Greg. Leland is irrelevant, and especially at this point. You know, you shoot yourself in the guts. And Moses, great leader of the Jews. This is Treasure Hunt, volume 20, number 11, January 28th, 1965, the year I was born, 10 cents. So in 1965, like these treasure hunts or some of the super comics you could still get for 10 cents in 1965. But most of them were 12 or higher at that time. Looks like it's taking place. This will be the Mill movie. I will smash these stone tablets. And it has the bull. Even looks like the movie. Guess the artist took that. Even the garb. Charlton Heston. I like this. This is Treasure Hunt number 21. Number 16, April 7th, 1966. Father, forgive them. They do not know what they are doing. That's kind of a little reworded. Simple but effective. Back in the 60s, huh? Psychedelia. Optic art. Tree Goblin says Leland's done. I think about 2,000 refunds this week. Really? On what project? Was that Xenotype or whatever it was? I don't know. Book? As far as I know, he only had one book. And he had CG in the palm of his hand there getting on fairly regularly with the EVS somewhat. But he just, I don't know what's wrong with the guy. Let's kind of stay out of it. But and I thought you only had 10 days to refund. But is it longer? And the one guy that refunded on my ash can, he backed twice, so I don't blame him. He might have had other projects that he wanted back, but we got funded. Casper 125, Friendly Ghost, yeah, scare George Washington and the eagle off the quarter. You know, another Harvey book. He's got alcoholic baby syndrome. Yeah, well, maybe permanent brain damage. Walt Disney Uncle Scrooge, 15 center. Gyro Gearloose encounters a wily rival. Yeah, check his bat out. Now that's a magenta cover. Gold key. 15 center. This could be late 60s. Some of those 15 centers were. Could be early 70s. Probably maybe 69. Now, this was the Jack Adler. I don't have it, but that's the reason I got at least an example of the book, albeit it is a little rough. It had an overlay, which was unusual for this cover. I do remember that. But this was in the Jack Adler collection production piece. But it had like a thin overlay on it. Yes, he's a koala hybrid, human hybrid. That's insensitive to koalas. It certainly is, and we'll have none of that, Shadowhawk backs. None of that. Coat 45, authorized edition. This is Wade Preston. I do like when they have these photo covers and tell you who they are. Chris Coate braves death in a Cheyenne camp to bring back a soldier accused of desertion. Coat 45. Dale Comics. Yeah, it's missing a little there. See, 1961. I gave $1.25 for it. Do I hear $1.50? Yeah, you better not. PETA can, Hmm. Hmm. Damn, Tree Goblin. He's got them big gay. Yeah. He gave them the big gay. Yeah. But was it that really that big? I ask you. Bugs Bunny album. This is from the 4-color that ran over 1,300 issues. 10 center. 50s for sure, I would think. Number 724. They often use that framing like device for these. Man, that's about half the box. Congo Gorilla. No, Congo Bill. Number 3, this December 1999. Vertigo. Nice Kong-like cover. Fire at them. Countdown Arena. Yep, this is an Andy Kubert cover. Number 3, Wonder Woman versus Wonder Woman versus Wonder Woman. Yeah. And that one Wonder Woman has a gun. Revolver. Huh. Gonna blow her head off. Hmm. Um, 155. Devil, you seem. Chucky says you seem, or Chuck, whichever he prefers. Devil, you seem to have all the time in the world to collect stuff. I hardly have time to. Yeah, Andy Kubert. Been collecting many years, my friend. Many years. Many. Now, if I set those on a slant, you know they're gonna just right off. But I'm kind of getting them backed up here. What do I do? Start another line? Running out of room. Take it out. You have to put it back. What I'll do is I'll take it out and we'll probably end it at about 2 hours and then flip it over and we'll do the other half tomorrow. But we'll see how many we get in. The Machine, number 3. Dark Horse. Nice staying line, huh? Little angst with the Machine going on there. Yeah, I had a friend, Chucky Lee. He was a philosophy major. Had his got his degree in philosophy. He had I guess you'd call it like a eidetic memory. I don't know. He could take a book and you could say, um, tell me what is on page 299, third paragraph, second sentence. And he could think a minute and just not even take him a minute, and he would start reading the book from that point, from memory. He could speed read too. Great at Taekwondo. He got a liver transplant and lived a couple more years. I don't know. And he's died in, I guess, 2010, I think. He had 7 kids, big, large family. You collect fleas. Yeah. Intense webs. Many moons is what he used to say. Greg says, I sell them at flea markets. I'm reading them in order. Gregory. The Pack, number 1, Image Comics. You certainly see a variety of books, don't you, in this box? Dooms 4, number 2. I like this cover. The Night Man, guest starring The Strangers. The Pilgrim Conundrum, Ultraverse, number 1. 64 pages annual. Black around the edges, so that's going to be hard to, more sensitive. Color, cover breakage. What was it? What was that? ACT act comic about? What do you mean act comic? Oh, you mean pack? Oh, let's see here. 25 cents. I've been given 25 cents for these. Yeah, the pack. I don't know. Just your superhero fare, I guess. Seems like Jim Valento did one called The Pack, maybe. It had a takeoff of, and it may be in this box, I don't remember, of Fantastic Four number 1, the cover. T like the logo, packed. Yes. No, did that answer your question, Lorenzo? Jim Starlin's Cosmic Guard, Believe. This is number 3 from Dynamite. Jim Starlin cover. Kind of a weak cover, really. I mean, even for Jim Starlin. You like the logo? Yeah. 25 cents, though. I got these all for 25 cents. So that was kind of apropos for you, Chuck. You get to see what I picked up for 25 cents. On eBay, I think. I mean, you can get that price down there if you buy enough of them. The Travelers, number 9. Yeah, 25 cents. I don't know, with the little mark there. Trying to think where I picked all these up at for 25 cents. course, under Joe Biden's world, it may be 75 cents now. Travelers, number 13. Yeah, let's eat some hearty L. I've got to think she's thinking, yeah, I'll get her drunk, and then I'll really have my way with her. There's always one that's butch and feminine. Have you noticed? Number 20, Travelers. This is a very nice cover. Kingdom of Crime. You seen this title before? Probably low print. Comes out from the Travelers coming out from Kinzer and Company. And number 20 here is February 2003. So 2000s on these. 25 cents a piece. Which pack from the 90s? Oh, Lorenzo. Jim Valento's packed, I guess. I don't know. Image. This is another one from a KH3 production, IFS Zone. Wanted. Hate that song somewhat. Bon Jovi. Just don't like Bon Jovi myself. Wanted, dead or alive. Had to get 50 cents for that one. My dog is laying down there on my grandmother's Africans that she crocheted while she was alive. Just all comfortable, still awake, just resting, waiting on me to finish. IFS Zone number 4, black up here. Hard to get in great shape like this, probably. These things get thrown into dollar bins and bent up like an accordion. Kind of reminiscent of a poor John Byrne, in my opinion, early days. I can't get over how hot that butch lady was. Well, the only thing that could have made her hotter to you was that she had scales, maybe, and maybe a pointed little triangular tail at the rump. Just saying. IFS Zone number 1, all black cover. Branch, 1987. So that gives us these were late 80s books. Oh, no color breakage. Looks brand new to me. Pretty much. Now, this was a Jack Adler cover because he did these photo covers. And actually, this guy in the front looks like, who's that look like? Guarantee you this was a stage setup with some of the DC crew. This looks like in front to me, that looks like, who was the editor-in-chief? He did All-Star. His name, it doesn't matter. I don't know. The Phantom Horseman of Metropolis. But yeah, this is a Jack Adler put together cover. I have to look at some All-Star comics. He's the one that brought back All-Star comics. Levi, L-E-V-I, Levi. But they colorized. Probably looks like it to me, though. That's definitely a Jack cut with this photo cover. This is the type of stuff that Jack Adler would have done, a little mashup with the photo. He liked to do that. I thought butch meant a woman who looks manly, but that wasn't the case. Well, maybe so. I just call them butch if they kind of look manly. Hey, we're getting past. Oh, just hit 2 hours. Okay, one more. Getting down some gold key goodness. This is a very nice condition comic. I mean, it's freaking brand new. 12 center. Hard to find in this shape. Tarzan of the Apes. Gold key collector's edition. Savage, primitive, miniature warriors in fierce combat. Tarzan and the Ant-Men. Based on the famous story by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Yeah, I like the highlight on the red there of his, just, his quiver. All white cover, too. I mean, hard to keep clean. Let's face it, they didn't sell a million of these compared to like Marvel and DC at the time. This is a very nice condition Tarzan for the time, in my opinion. We try and give you good content. Greg says it's all about content. Let's see. Lorenzo says, yeah, but that lady had big boobs. It'll be manly. Butch bitches can have all sizes of titties. I agree, Greg. That's what I just said in my own way. Well, got another Tarzan there and some other gold keys maybe in there. I think the latter part of this box was more older stuff. So I'll put these back in order that I took them out and flip it over, and we'll take a look at those and some other goodies tomorrow. Chucky Lee says, back in the day, probably 1987, I collected a bunch of amazing Spider-Man comics knee high for $1 a piece. And he said pace, but peace. I understand. When I come back home from school, my mother threw them all out. I'm still angry. Wow. Knee high. Knee high. That's a lot of books. That's a lot of moolah, money. What was the total on that, Chucky? Do you know? Do you remember? $1 a piece, knee high is, depending on how high your knee is, that's a pretty good stack. Yeah, my mother never did that. In fact, she bought me boards and bags, mail ordered back in the day. Mama's got to go. Yeah, I kicked Mama. I just put mine in assistant living. She's doing good. Yeah, man, people were asking about my cigar. That's a good Cuban cigar. Sadly, it's old and dried out, probably. Not going to throw it away, though. It's a great prop. But hey, guys, thanks for coming in here. Maybe we'll get more than 8 views this time. Just saying. There's always tomorrow. Thanks for supporting the channel, the book, everything you do. Hope this was a pleasure, enjoyable, not a waste of your time. I know we had some good banter going on in the chat today. Usually do on the weekends. It's been too long, but those comics are worth more now. Sure. I mean, some of the ones that I really, really enjoy, the comics, they may not be valuable, but they're priceless to me. Or even read them back in the day, or there's some of my favorite stories, and they may never garner a monetary value, but to me, they're probably some of the most valuable in my collection, especially some of those hard to find later skater, Greg. Harder to find books, those indies that I treasure so much. And I've gotten to get even some more like this right here at the end of my finger, that signed Paragon comics. I've shown that. That's a early Jim Steranko, 1971 maybe. An early independent book. Not everybody was doing that in the 70s, and there were some in the latter 70s too. But Bill Black was, He was putting out some stuff under his Paragon, and then in the early 80s, he went to AC Comics. There were Amazing Spider-Man from the 70s and 80s. Yeah, that was a good time. Those are the ones I read, Chucky. Maybe we'll feature them. My first one was like maybe Amazing Spider-Man 149, the start of the clone story, which didn't take off till the 90s, till they actually did something with it. But and the Spidey mobile or whatever it was, Spidey Dune buggy, that was pretty cool. A lot of Ross Andrew artwork in those. Hammerhead, Doc Ock, good times. Hope you enjoyed the minis and the Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and other things that we featured in the comics. Hope you have a good weekend. We'll see you again here tomorrow at 4. Till next time, thank you and keep collecting. Bye.